Good morning. In this class, we are going to discuss in detail about circle graph or pie chart. So, here I have given some examples. Colors liked by the children: red 50%, green 25%, blue 25%. So, these are the colors liked by children. So, I want to represent this data in the form of a circle graph or pie chart. Last class we discussed about how to represent data in histogram. Now we will see how to draw a pie chart. So first you draw a circle. Okay, you can say this is 50%. So if you consider this total is 100% and half of that is 50%. So I am splitting into two parts such that this is 50%. So this is red. So again, if this is 50%, the remaining is going to be 50%. So that the total is 100%. You can add it together, 50 plus 25 plus 25, together you will get 100%. Okay, so this is red 50%, and the remaining part you can say 50. Here you can split into two such that this is 25% and this is 25%. So this is green and this is blue. Okay, this is how you can represent this data in the form of a circle graph or pie chart. This is one example. So let us go for one more example. Games played by the children. So football 25%, volleyball 25%, basketball 25%, and cricket 25%. So I am drawing a circle. Okay, you can see all are same and 25%. If you add together, you can see it is 100%. So I am equally dividing into 4 parts such that each is 25%. So this is football, this is volleyball, this basketball, and this is cricket. Okay, this is how we have to represent the data in a pie chart. See, from these two examples, you see the percentage, the numbers are simple, that you can directly draw a circle and split. Because it is 50, you can say out of this total 100, 50 is half of that. And if from 50, you can say 25 is which is half of that. So it is easy to split like this. But in case if you have some numbers like this: flavors liked by the children, chocolate 50%, vanilla 20%, and others 30%. This 50% is easy to draw. If you draw a circle like this, and you can say what is 50% is just half of that circle is 50%. So if I draw some center like this upper half is 50%. So this is chocolate, okay, which is 50%. Now I know the bottom is 50%, but here vanilla is 20 and others 30. I have to total here is 100%. Okay, I have to split this bottom half into 20 and 30. How to do this is, we know that in a circle, what is the total angle? The total angle is 360. Okay, so this is the, you can see here. So this is 180. So this is a straight line and this is 180. From here to here is 180. If you take the full circle, it is 180 plus 180. The total angle is 360 degree. Okay, from that we are going to find this. For vanilla, it is 20%. So what is this is 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 360. Okay, so 360 is the total angle of a circle. So for others, that is 30. 30 divided by 100 multiplied by 360. Okay, so if you calculate this, if you calculate this, 20%, that is 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 360. 360 is the total angle, which gives 72 degree. Similarly, 30% of this total angle 360 is 108 degree. Now what you should do is, take a protractor and you have to measure 72. So if I'm keeping like this is the center point. From here I am going to measure 72. So this is 70 and this is 72. I am keeping a point at 72. So I am measuring from here. You can also measure from here also. Okay, from here also you can take 72 and here also you can take 72. So I am taking from this side. I am taking 72. This is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and here it is 72. I have marked the point. I am just drawing the line now. So now I have drawn the line. So from here to here, from this point to this point is 72 degree, which corresponds to 20%. So this is 20%, which is vanilla. This is 50 and this is 20. Whatever the remaining is 30%. That is others. If you want, you can measure with the angle and protractor and see, that is going to be 108. Keep it like this. Okay, and measure 0 from here. If you measure from here to here, it is showing 108. Okay, you have to see the lower thing, it is 108. So this is how, if the number is not simple to directly plot, you can convert, you can do this calculation. If it is 20%, that is 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 360. So with the protractor you have to mark that angle. So again, if it is 30%, 30 divided by 100 multiplied by 360, that will give 108. So this is how we have to draw a pie chart. So the first example is, adjoining pie chart gives the expenditure in percentage on various items and savings of a family during a month. So this is a pie chart. What they have given is, they have given how much they are spending. So suppose it is education, of the total amount they are earning, 15% spending they are spending on education, 25% for food, 10% for clothes, 15% they are saving, others 20%, transport 5% and house rent 10%. So in the pie chart they didn't give how much amount they are earning per month. They are just telling how much amount they are spending and saving. Okay, this is the saving and this is others they are spending. They didn't say how much amount they are earning in a month. Okay, now the question asks this, on which item the expenditure was maximum? That is, out of this, on which item they are spending more amount. So if you see, that is 25% food. So they are spending more amount on food. The second question is, expenditure on which item is equal to the total savings of the family. So total savings of the family is, savings is 15%. Now I have to check where is another 15%. Here is another 15%. For education they are spending 15%. Okay, the expenditure on total savings and education are same. For both they are spending 15%. This question is, if the monthly savings of the family is rupees 3000, the monthly saving is rupees 3000, what is the monthly expenditure on clothes? Okay, we have to find how much amount they are spending on clothes. So whatever they have given here is in percentage. They are spending 10% on clothes. Okay, now we have to find in amount, in rupees, how much amount they are spending for clothes. So one clue they have given is, the monthly savings of the family is rupees 3000. This is not the earning. Okay, this is a monthly savings of the family. Now we go here. Here is the monthly savings. Monthly savings is 15%. So what does it mean is, suppose let rupees X be the total earning. Okay, the family, the total amount earned by the family is rupees X. Okay, now the monthly savings is 3000. What is the monthly saving is 15%. The amount saved per month, that is 15% of rupees X. Okay, they are earning a total of rupees X per month. Out of the rupees X, they are saving 15%. So what is that equal to? Rupees 3000. Okay, so how to write this? 15% of X is rupees 3000. From this you have to calculate what is that X. So 15 divided by 100 multiplied by X is 3000. Now what is X? 3000 multiplied by 100 divided by 15. So X equal to rupees 20,000. So the total amount earned in the month is rupees 20,000. Now this is not asked. What is asked is, what is the monthly expenditure on clothes? How much they are spending on clothes? How much they are spending on clothes is 10%. So we have to find 10% of this rupees 20,000. That is equal to 10 divided by 100 multiplied this 20,000, which is rupees 2,000. So amount spent on clothes is amount spent on clothes equal to rupees 2,000. So here one thing you have to understand is, they didn't give the total earnings of the family. That is, they didn't give what is X here. Okay, this 20,000 is the total earning of the family, but they have said the monthly savings of the family is 3000. So what is the monthly saving here is 15%. So now we can consider, let X be, if X is the total earning, so amount saved per month is 15% of this total amount. So 15% of X is 3000. From that you can calculate what is the total earnings of the family. So now next you have to find what is the monthly expenditure on clothes. That is 10%. The 10% of rupees 20,000 is 10 divided by 100 multiplied by 20,000, which is 2,000. So amount spent on clothes is rupees 2,000. The next problem is, on a particular day the sales in rupees of different items of a baker's shop are given below. So in a shop, these are the different items being sold and for which amount is given here. Ordinary bread 320, fruit bread 80, cakes and pastries 160, biscuits 120, others 40. If you sum up together you will get 720. So the total amount is 720. So individually they have given. So now we are going to draw the pie chart for this. So first we have to calculate what is the angle. Okay, so what we can do is, you have to convert into fractions. From fractions you can convert into angles. The first we can take this ordinary bread. This is ordinary bread. Okay, for ordinary bread the total amount is 720. Out of this total amount 720, 320 is for ordinary bread. So 320 divided by 720 multiplied by 360. We know that why this 360 is because in a circle this total angle is going to be 360. So 320 divided by 720 multiplied by 360. The answer is 160. The next thing is fruit bread. For fruit bread, here it is 80. So 80 divided by 720 multiplied by 360. We have to cancel this. So that will give 40 degree. The next is cakes. Cakes and pastries. It is 160. So 160 divided by 720 multiplied by 360 degree. That is equal to 80 degree. The next is biscuits. Biscuit is 120 divided by 720 multiplied by 360. So that is equal to 60 degree. And others. And others is 40. 40 divided by 720 multiplied by 360. That is equal to 20 degree. So one way of checking whatever you have done is correct or not, you have to just add up all the angles. That is 160 plus 40 plus 80 plus 60 plus 20. If you add totally, if you add it together, it should give 360 degree. Okay, if this is correct, whatever you have done is also correct. Okay, so now first whatever given in the question, now we have converted, first it converted into a fraction. From fraction, if you multiply it by 360, you are converting into angles. Now we are converted into angles. Now we are going to draw this pie chart for this. Now first I have drawn a circle like this. Draw a circle and mark the center point. Okay, you can draw using a compass and pencil. The first thing is I am going to draw a line. Just from anywhere, just draw only half of the line. Okay. So first draw a circle and then from the center point draw a line like this. First is ordinary bread, which is 160 degree. Okay. So take the protractor, keep it like this and keep it like this. Okay. Now see, this is your 0. From this you have to see where is this 160. So if 0 is this, if you go for 160 is obtuse angle. So 160 is here. Okay. Mark like this and join. Like this. Okay. This is angle. This angle is 160 degree. So that is for ordinary bread. So here I can make 160 degree. This is ordinary bread. Okay, from here to here is 160 degree. The next is fruit bread, which is 40 degree. So for that we have to start from this line. Okay, so from this line keep like this. Okay, from this 0 you see where is 40. Here it is 40. Okay, here it is 0. From here you have to see this is 40. So make a point here. Now we have to join this. Okay. So this is 40 degree. This is fruit bread. Again 80 degree, which is cakes and pastries. So from this line you have to draw 80 degree. So keep like this and 80 is here. This is 0 line. From here 80 is here. Now I will join these lines, points. For this is 80 degree, cakes and pastries. Now next is biscuits, which is 60 degree. So from here, from this line you have to draw 60. So This is 60. This is 0 line. From here it is 60. Now we can join this. This is 60 degree, which is biscuits. If you see, the remaining will be 20 degree. So this is 20 degree others. If you measure the angle between these two lines, that will be 20 degree. So if you keep like this, you can see from here to here it is 20 degree. Okay. So this is how we have to convert. So from the given question, first you have to convert into fractions. From the fractions, if you multiply it by 360, you can convert them into angles. So you draw a circle. First you mark a half line like this. From that you can measure each and every angle, and you can draw like this. Now we'll start with exercise 5.2, the first problem. A survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of young people liked in a city. So a survey was made for the young people. Adjoining pie chart shows the findings of the survey. So the survey says 20% of young people like semi-classical, 10% of young people like classical, 30% of young people like folk, and 40% of young people like that light music. They didn't say how many, the total number of young people. Okay, how many people they surveyed, they didn't give the numbers. They said only the percentage. So now the question is, if 20 people like classical music, so the percentage is 10% of the young people like classical music. The number is 20 people. How many young people were surveyed? So they are asking, they have how many young people were surveyed. So let me take, let the number of young people surveyed be X. Okay, so they have asked questions to these many X number of people, and they have made this survey. So the number of young people surveyed is X. So 20 people liked classical music. Out of this total X, 20 people like classical music. So classical music is 10%. So 10% of X is 20. Okay, now from this we have to find what is X. So 10 divided by 100 multiplied by X is 20. So what is X? X equal to 20 multiplied by 100 divided by 10, that is 200. So what is X is? The total number of young people survived is 200. They have survived 200 people, 200 young people. Okay. Next question is, which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? That is, from percentage you can say, here it is 40%. Is the maximum highest percentage. So I can say light music. The next is, if a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, how many of each type would they make? So the cassette company, they want to make 1000 CDs. So how many CDs they want to make? So we start with semi-classical. So semi-classical, they have given us 20%. So 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 1000. Okay, that is 200. Next we will go for classical. Classical is 10% multiplied by 1000, that is 100. Next is folk. Folk is 30 divided by 100 multiplied by 1000, which is 300. And the last one is light music, which is 40%, that is 400. Okay, so semi-classical, they have to make 200 CDs, classical 100 CDs, and folk 300 CDs, and for light music it is 400 CDs. The next problem is, a group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season from the three seasons: rainy, winter and summer. So here the total number of people is given, which is 360. So out of 360 people, each one have some 90 people said they like summer season, 120 people said they like rainy season, and 150 people said they like winter season. If you add 90 plus 120 plus 150, you will get 360. Okay, this is the question given. So first question, which season got the most vote? So from the table you can say winter season got the most vote. So find the central angle for each sector. Now if you want to represent in pie chart, you want to convert this data into angle. The same thing they have asked, that is called central angle. The first thing we will start with summer. Summer, so this is 90 out of, if you add total, that is 360. So total number of vote is 360. Out of 90 vote for summer. So 90 divided by 360. This is the fraction. Okay. Now the fraction, if you want to convert into angle, you should multiply it by 360 degree. So here it is 90 degree. This 360 will get cancelled. The next is rainy. Rainy is 120 divided by 360 multiplied by 360. That is 120 degrees. And the last is winter. 150 divided by 360 multiplied by 360. That is 150 degree. Now draw a pie chart to show the information. Now we are going to draw a pie chart for this. First draw a circle of any radius and mark the center point, and from this draw a line like this. Okay. The first thing is, we are going to draw this 90 degree summer. For summer it is 90 degree. So keep your protractor like this, and here it is 90 degree. From here to here it is 90 degree. Now I will join this. Okay, if you extend it should join here. This is 90 degree, 90 degree. This is summer season, this for summer. And the next is 120 degree. 120, from this line you have to draw 120. So what I will do is, I will keep like this. Okay, this is 0 and 120 is here. Okay, this is 0 and 120 is here. Now I am going to join this. This is 120 degree. This is for rainy season. So remaining will be 150, that is for winter season. Winter, this is 150 degree. Okay, this is how we have to draw a pie chart. The next question is, draw a pie chart showing the following information. So the colors and number of groups they have given. So this is blue 18, green 9, red 6, yellow 3, and total is 36. So you know, so from this you have to find the fraction. The fraction multiplied by 360, you can find the angle, then you can draw the pie chart. First we will take the blue. Okay, blue is 18. So number of groups here is 18, the total is 36. So 18 divided by 36 multiplied by 360. Okay, which is 180 degree. Next for green, which is 9 divided by 36 multiplied by 360 degree, that is 90 degree. And here you can say for red, which is 6 divided by 36 multiplied by 360, that is equal to 60 degree. And yellow 3 divided by 36 multiplied by 360, that is equal to 30 degree. Okay, so from the given information you have to first convert into fractions. From the fractions multiplied by 360 you will get the angle. So once you know the angle, you know how to plot it. So the first is blue. The blue, which is, first I will draw a line like this. Okay, blue is 180. We know that what is 180 is a very straight line. Directly you can draw a line if you want to show here. So this complete is 180. If you draw a straight line, that is going to be 180. You can draw a straight line like this. This straight line from here to here, it is 180 degree. So I will say this is blue 180 degree. The next thing is 90 degree. 90 degree is again a straight line here which gives 90 degree. From here, this is 90. Okay, you can see here. So this is 90. This is for green 90 degree. Next, red is 60 degree. So from this line I am going to draw 60. So 60. This is 60 degree and the remaining is 30 degree. 60 degree, 30 degree. This is red and this is yellow. Okay. Next problem is, the adjoining pie chart gives the marks scored in an examination by a student in Hindi, English, Mathematics, Social Science and Science. If the total marks obtained by the students were 540, answer the following questions. Here they have given the angles. Okay. So for each subject they have given the angles and they also mention what is the total mark obtained by the students. They didn't say what is the mark in each subject, total marks in each subject. They have mentioned the total marks in together they have given it is 540 and they have given the angles. This is the opposite way from the previous problem. In which subject did the student score 105 marks? So we have to find in which subject the student scored 105 marks. So the subjects are mathematics, social science, science, Hindi and English. Okay, so they didn't say how many marks in each subject. So let me take the M be the mark, here S be the mark, here let C be the mark, here H be the mark and E be the marks. This is the marks. I don't know what is that mark. They didn't give what is the mark. They have given only the angles. So if you add all the marks together, you will be getting this 540. Okay. So if for maths the angle is 90 degree. For this is social science, it is 65. For science it is 80. For H is Hindi 70 and for English 55. Okay. So if you add all the marks together, you will be getting 540. So they have given the angles here. Now we have to find in which subject did the student score 105 marks. I have to find in which subject. So let how to find is 105. It may be of anything here. So 105 divided by the total mark is 540. Okay, this is a fraction. I want to convert into angle, which is 105 divided by 540 multiplied by 360 degree. If you do this, that is 70 degree. Okay, what is 70 degree is? Here is Hindi. So Hindi marks in Hindi, that is equal to 105. Next is, how many more marks were obtained by the student in mathematics than in Hindi? Okay, how many more marks they have obtained in mathematics more than in Hindi? There are two ways of doing it. So one is you have to find marks scored by the student in maths and marks obtained by in Hindi, and then you can subtract to find this. Let me do by that method. So I am keeping let M be the mark. Let M be the mark obtained in max. Okay, so how to find M divided by what is the total mark is 540 multiplied by 360. Okay, now I have to give what is the angle. For max it is 90 degree. So from this we can find what is M is 90 multiplied by 540 divided by 360. So that is giving 135 marks. Okay, this is the max mark. Then what is the Hindi mark? Let H be the mark in Hindi. Okay, so the H is the mark in Hindi. The total mark is 540 multiplied by 360 degree. What is the angle for Hindi? Which is 70. So what is H is 70 multiplied 540 divided by 360. So here H is 105. Okay, these are the marks. This M and H are the marks scored in. This is for max mark and this is Hindi mark. So what is the differences? So 135 minus 105, which is 30 marks. So 30 more marks were obtained by the student in max when compared with Hindi. This is one way of doing this. There is another way. You can directly see it from the percentage. So for percentage in max. What is the percentage in max? Is 90%. Okay. Then what is the percentage in Hindi? In Hindi it is 70%. So what is the differences? They have asked for what is the more mark means you have to subtract it. So 20% is the difference. 90 minus 70 is 20%. So this 20% you have to convert into marks. So what you will do, you don't know what this is 20%. So let X be the marks. So X divided by the total mark is 540 multiplied by 360, that is equal to 20. So here it should be angle, not percentage. Here it is 20. So what is X is 20 multiplied by 540 divided by 360. If you do this, X is equal to 30. Okay, this is another way of doing it. The first way, we can find what is the marks obtained in max and what is the marks obtained in Hindi. Then you can subtract to find the difference. The second way, from the given angle, you have to find what is the difference in angles. So max it is 90 degree and Hindi it is 70 degree. So if you subtract it, you are getting 20 degree. Once you know this 20 degree, you should know how to convert that into marks. So you can say take a variable, let X be the marks. So X, the total mark is 540 multiplied by this 360 will give this 20. So this is how we can convert. So the angle is converted into marks, which is 30. The next is examine whether the sum of marks obtained in social science and maths is more than that in science and Hindi. So here no need to find the marks for each subject. Just you have to examine it. So with the angles you can just check it out. If the angle is more, the mark will also be more. So we are adding social science and maths together. The sum of angle in social science and maths is 90 plus 65, which is 155. So next is science and Hindi. The sum of angles in science and Hindi is 80 plus 70, which is 150. So this is 155 and this is 150. So this is more. So if the angle is more, the corresponding mark will also be more. Okay. The sum of marks obtained in social science and maths is more when compared to the sum of marks obtained in science and Hindi. So the fifth problem is the number of students in a hostel speaking different languages is given below. Display the data in a pie chart. Here the different languages are given The number of students is given. Here the total number of students is 72. So let me start. We have to convert this to draw a pie chart. We have to convert this into angles. So first we start with Hindi. The Hindi speaking is 40 out of 72. This is a fraction. This is a fraction of students speaking Hindi, which is 40 divided by the total is 72. I want to convert this into angle. So multiplied by 360 degree. Okay. This is equal to 200 degree. The next is English. English is 12 divided by 72 multiplied by 360 degree, that is 60 degree. The next is Marathi, which is 9 divided by 72 multiplied by 360, which is 45 degree. Okay. The next is Tamil, 7 by 72 multiplied by 360, which is 35. This is Bengali, which is 4 by 72 multiplied by 360, that is 20 degree. If you add this 200 plus 60 plus 45 plus 35 plus 20, you should get the total 360 degree. Then only it is correct. Okay. Now this thing you have to plot it in a pie chart. Okay. Draw a circle and mark a line like this. The first thing is Hindi, which is 200. So I have drawn some dotted lines. So from here to here is 180. Okay, from here to here is 180, but I want another 20 degree from here, so that I will get 180 plus 20 is 200. So what I will do is, from here I will mark 20. Okay, so from now, from this line to this line, from here to measure, from here to here, it will be 200 degrees. So from here to here it is 180, which is a straight line. So from here to here it is 20. So total it will be 200. So once you have drawn this, you can remove this dotted line. Okay. So this is 200 Hindi. Then it is English 60. So from this line, here it is 60. So this is 60 degree English. So again 45 degree, which is Marathi. So 45 degree is here. So this is 45 degree Marathi, and then 35 degree Tamil. So 35 is here. This is 35 degree Tamil, and the remaining will be 20 degree, which is Bengali. Okay, this is how we have to draw the pie chart. So here one difference here is, here it is exceeding 180 degree. So you can draw the dotted lines to show 180, and then from this line you can get another 20 degree, so that the total will be 200. Okay. So by this we are completing exercise 5.2. From next class we will start exercise 5.3. Thank you.